Hello, dear team, dear people, dear souls from Sounds True. I don't know who will listen to this, who will receive this video. I hope someone will. I really hope so. Earlier I prayed to whatever I will say now to be true and to be an expression of my true dream of my soul, of my path in this lifetime. So here I am still hiding actually. Why am I hiding? Because I have my own programming, of course, challenging childhood, especially connected with expression. And I remember when I was around, 10, 11 years old, I had this dream that my voice will make people happy. I'm not sure if it was like I will heal or I will make people happy with my voice. I don't quite remember fully, but I know it was connected with my voice. And at that moment, the little Simona, yes, my name is Simona, I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Simona Maria Toma from Romania, where I am right now. Okay, back to that story. I was writing songs and I was singing with a friend. My singing was terrible. But this dream of connected with my voice stayed with me for some time, but then life happened and I forgot about it until 2014 maybe, when my ex-partner from that time, I remember I wrote to him some letters and he told me, Simona, why are you not writing? Because your writing, it has something special. And I was really no, because again, back to the childhood, I remember I wrote a message to a friend. It was her birthday and I wrote a message from my heart, like very beautiful, very special, unexpectedly for me also. And she was like, from where did you copy this message? And for me it was, oh, okay, so it's like people don't believe like I can have this capacity. But anyway, it's like part of the path of finding our voice, our unique voice, and going through trials to own that voice and to take the courage to express that voice further. So back to 2014, I took his advice and I started writing 2015, and then later, one more year, 2016, I was flying to Germany. I was working during that time in a company, and on that flight I was reading this book, The Highly Sensitive Persons, and I was reading and crying in the same time, because I was, oh wow, someone really understands me, someone can tell me like I'm not alone, it's like I'm not the only one with these problems. It was very revelatory for me. So in that moment I said, I hugged that book, like I closed it, I took it like this, and I said it from a very deep place inside me. I dream, I hope, I dream to write a book which people will wish to hug at the end. So 2016, I started like writing from time to time. I didn't took it very seriously, but I got gathered, like during the following years until 2020, I had some writings there, but again, I didn't take it seriously actually, not too much. I was afraid, to be honest. I was afraid to take it seriously. So in 2020, in January 2020, I had an ayahuasca journey ceremony, and that was the breaking point where like it was ayahuasca was a very breaking point, let's say, in my life, where I felt like I started a new journey from that moment. It was like the ending of who I was before ayahuasca and the beginning of who I am today, because it was 2020, then it was COVID, and then in the summer of 2020, this is where I want to go. In the summer of 2020, I was running finally after we had this possibility to go out, and I was running in the mornings, and at some moment the word Bali came to my mind, and I was, what is about this Bali, why, and I continue running, and then you have to go to Bali. It was like this calling inside me, and I was, okay, why should I go to Bali? And then again, the next answer was, you should go to Bali to meet yourself, the real one, to take down all the layers, everything that is not yours, and then you have to write about this in letters from Bali. It was like this, letters from Bali, directly, the message. And I was, okay. It's quite a challenge, but I take it. I started to write, I started at that moment writing letters before Bali, which I connected with what I was writing from 2016. And there are so many puzzle pieces that started to glue together on the following years. But let me go back. So 2020, so 2020 to 2022, I couldn't go to Bali. I didn't have this financial possibility. And then in June 2022, or end of May, June 2022, I see this message from a woman that she's organizing a retreat for women in Bali. And the retreat was inner child healing, water ceremony, different practices, and it was like exactly the perfect idea that I had in my mind about what I do want to experience when I go to Bali. And so this clicked, and with some support, I booked this retreat, and in October 2022, I fly to Bali. It was 1 week the retreat, and I had 2 more weeks, like I take extra to write letters from Bali. And so the moment I arrived in Bali, the wind started. The moment I arrived in Bali, I went out from the airport, and I felt the air, and I was, what is this? Like, I had this so strong feeling of home, and that was the first letter I wrote, actually. Welcome to Bali, welcome home. And from that moment, everything like just came up, because Bali has this energy, and for some people it's not working for everyone, but it has this energy where it's like it takes you in the washing machine, and you are like, everything comes in your face, every shadow, everything you are running from, every lie, and also every light in the same time. So I was there, and I started writing during the retreat also, and after the retreat, and it felt like I am such a different person. I felt more myself, more alive, more present, and it was like I'm so grateful. I felt so much gratitude, and I was so connected to everything. And in the same time, I was living with such an innocence. It was surprising. And fast forward, the last day before my flight, I had this feeling like I cannot go back to Romania. And I was okay. So what am I about to do? Like, I didn't had any money, like savings or something like this. I had the partner in Romania. I had the business, a photography business, which we had together. But it was like in my heart was so strong. No, I have to be here and continue writing letters from Bali. I didn't finish. It's not done. It's not ready. And so I gave up on everything in that moment for this dream. I'm sorry, I'm a very sensitive person, very emotional. So that was another breaking point in my life. And I decided to stay. A few weeks later, I broke up with my partner, and I stayed in Bali for the next 2 years, like from October 2022 until I came back first time in Romania in last December, and now I'm again back in Romania. So then I stayed in Bali for these 2 years, and the first the first part, you know, like the moment I wrote on my Instagram, on my Medium. I had a Medium account at that moment, and on my Romanian blog that I had, and I told people, the one that, like the readers, the dreamers, I told them that I will stay here in Bali and I will continue writing, and I need their help, their support. And so I received financial help to continue writing, and I was living my life from day to day. I didn't know if I have money for rent, for food. I was just living really in the moment, and it was challenging. I had a lot of lessons, especially with hunger, because I had few moments, not too many, it's true, but I had few moments when I didn't have money. I don't know, I had only breakfast or something like this, and then I couldn't eat something else during that day. And it was interesting to see how hunger works on the body and on the mind, and I could see this difference when we are hungry mentally and when we are hungry physically. And it was I could say it was a very humbling period of my life. Maybe I went through a lot of extremes, also a lot of shadows of my relationship with money, my relationship with my self-worth. And every time when I was receiving like a little more money, I was like, it's too much. I need to also to give to people around, or like I need to give extra. Like I had this giving, receiving very present as the topic of my letters also. So I wrote a lot of letters. The first volume is already finished. There are like letters from October 2022 to January 2023. Then there is from January 2023 to June 2024. And from June 2024 until this moment, I guess it's a very different journey. It's connected with my actual relationship, which is a journey in itself about karmic loops and this idea of the one, the programs that we all have, or most of us we have, about the special relationship, the one that comes and changes everything, and then everything is perfect. And I write a lot in spiral, and all my letters are in this spiral where like I go back deeper and deeper and deeper. So it's like how I said recently, it came to me this with the help of my ChatGPT, like the meaning of everything I wrote until this moment. It's like the sacred library of rebirth, a journey in spiral. So it was indeed a journey in spiral, and it's like underneath this this library I have letters from Bali, letters before Bali, the poetry, which I forgot to mention, I wrote during, like, starting with 2020 until this present moment. There are not too many, but there are some poems. And then there is this Day Zero, Wake Up Love. It's written last year, and it's also finished. When I say finished, it's very important to mention that it's finished like with my limited capacities that I have as a person which didn't knew very well English, yeah. And I learned actually English through, like a child, especially when I decided to stay in Bali. I opened myself so much to like curiosity and to communicate with other people from different countries, different cultures, and this helped me so much to just absorb everything. And few months after, like, people were asking me, wow, Simona, your English were telling me, like, your English is amazing, like, how it is possible. And I was like surprised, really? I don't know how this happened. And maybe I believe it's a lot about coming back to innocence, coming back to the to this energy of the child, because when we are like in this energy, in this openness, it's like we are capable, or we are capable on so many things. And all these big dreams, like me writing a book, and I believe there are so many people with big dreams, but they are afraid because they are like, why me? Like, why should I do it? There are already others that are doing it. And I had the same limits. And then I believe that my story, it's maybe not perfect, and all these writings that I have, I also have other projects on the side which I will share maybe in the email. They are not 100% usable, let's say, but I believe there are really important parts that can touch people's hearts, and that I believe that this new era that we are living right now, we need people like me, silent voices, maybe not so strong voices, that can show a different way of being, a different way of living, of going back to this innocence, to look at the world and to to take back the open heart, to return to the heart. So I spoke a lot. I'm not sure if you will have patience for this interview. I don't know how to call it. I still feel like I'm holding my voice, so it's but it's still a progress. I needed to take a step towards myself, as I said at the beginning, and towards the world in the same time. I don't know if I wanted to say I don't know if I matter that much with my story, but I believe every story matters at some point sorry, there are some people around. I'm in a park outside, so of course you can see. So I believe stories are important for some time. And about stories, now I remembered I wrote a text after I had the mushroom ceremony, and I really opened this inner world and whatever it's in the unseen. And it was again about stories, like we forget, and this was also my topic on this spiral. It's like I was remembering the truth, and then I was forgetting, and then I was remembering, and I was forgetting. And it's like I believe it's very present in the collective as well, and during our history. It's like we remember, we have periods of time when we remember and then we forget. But I believe now it's the time when we remember and we don't forget anymore. I believe, this is the new world, new earth. And also maybe I should mention that from last year I am doing also energy work. It's light language. It looks like this, and this is also part of my gifts, which are scary for me, but again I am taking slowly steps in this direction. So okay, I need people that can resonate, which can resonate with this story. And there is a dog. I don't know if he's coming or no. I think he's deciding. So I need maybe a dog also. So I need people which can resonate with my story, with my energy, and which can hold me, support me in bringing this forward into the world, these gifts that I have. And why I say this, it's from my human design. I'm a manifestor, fire starter manifestor. I have a lot of ideas, and it's like I started a lot of projects, it's true, and it's very challenging for me to finish. I managed this with Letters Before Bali, Letters from Bali, Volume 1, Day Zero, Wake Up Love, and 2 volumes of poetry in Romanian from 2020 to 2022, something like this. But again, it's like I have little things done again with my capacities. Definitely there is necessary good editing and taking the pearl out. So I need people with open hearts that can join me in this new chapter of my life. believe it's time for me to take serious this dream and to bring it to the world, or to, when I say to the world, maybe it sounds a little bit too much but yeah, at least where it has to go, let's say like this. I don't want to control this. I don't want to I know part of my shadow, it's like I need to know what will happen, but I know I need to let go of this. I know I need to trust life so much again. Like I had this period of time in Bali when I was so surrendered to life, to the present moment, and yeah, it was a different chapter. Now I need a little more grounding, a little more stability, but I need in the same time this trust. So I'm entrusting you this story, and my hope, my faith that you are the one for me, for these letters from Bali, for actually it's more than letters from Bali. It's like it's universal wisdom which I accessed, touched. It's like I was writing and it was writing through me. I hope you can give a chance at least to check the volumes. I will send you letters from Bali and this other wake up love, day 0 wake up love, and I let it to you in the hope that it will resonate and it will sound true. It sounds true. Thank you.